Okay, so many of you guys know that last semester I tried to lose a ton of weight. And to my success, I did lose a lot. And I've kept it off. But this semester, I want to try something new. I want to try bettering my diet even further than I did previously, as well as start doing more physical exercise. Not just the gym like I did last semester, but also start jujitsu training, MMA type training, stuff like that. Now, I'm not going to go into that. That will be in a separate video, but today I want to cover my diet. So back last semester, I dropped 30 pounds pretty much just by cutting out soft drinks. I watched what I ate a little bit, but not as much as I probably should. And this semester, I still have soft drinks cut out, so I'm drinking pretty much just water and LaCroix, which, by the way, is just sparkling water. It's a fancy carbonated water, basically. So I've been drinking water and water, and basically I want to continue that, but I also want to start a keto diet or a ketogenic diet. And basically what that is going to do is completely cut out carbs for the most part. I can have about 20 grams of carbs per day. And you guys don't understand what carbs are in something until you actually start looking at it. Like, some vegetables have carbs in them. You can't have noodles, bread, rice, anything like that because it's just way too high on the carbohydrates. You just can't have it. So basically this diet is mostly proteins and mostly fats, which I like protein. I'm a big meat eater, so I don't think I'm going to struggle with it that much. But finding a good balanced diet that I can eat while also staying ketogenic has become tough. And one of the things I'm going to do in this vlog today, I'm going to show you one of my typical suppers, as well as we're going to buy for one of my future lunches, and I'll show that off. I may show that off in this video, but more than likely that's going to be in another video where I show you guys what I'm going to be cooking. And some of this stuff is going to look really good, I hope, but know that it is also ketogenic. So if you don't think that a high protein, high fat diet is right for you, then maybe this isn't something that you should look into or something like that. But for me, all the research that I've done, the ketogenic diet is the best, especially for an athlete, which is what I'm trying to become. Anyway, let's go grocery shopping. Kayla, I'm leaving. Okay, so let me tell you guys a little story about my last shopping trip. So earlier this week, I decided about this ketogenic diet that I've been trying to get things kind of prepared for. By the way, I'm about to get in my truck, so the camera's probably gonna be shaking a lot. But anyway, so I was looking for a particular type of flour. So there's this flour that actually tastes really good, by the way. Give it a try, maybe. But this flour is called almond flour, and it's made out of almond nuts. And I went everywhere looking for this stuff. So there's a local grocery store around called Rouse's. I went there, thought that, oh, hey, maybe it will have this weird item that I'm looking for, right? I've never heard of almond flour before I started doing research, but anyway, so I went looking for that, and after, didn't find it. Didn't find it at Rouse's. So then I went, okay, well, Whole Foods. Whole Foods has everything that's weird. Whole Foods didn't have it. Didn't have it. So then I went to this place called the Fresh Market, which is another little healthy, go get 'em place for vegans or some crap like that. And I was like, they're bound to have it, right? They didn't have it. So, last option, I just Googled it. Walmart. Walmart is the place for ketogenic diets, apparently. Went there, I found literally everything that I needed, all of the spices that I needed, all of the almond flour, literally everything that I was looking for, found it at Walmart. So, GG Wally World, you're still kicking Whole Food Market's butt, and that's where we're headed. We're going to Wally World. I want you to go write this down. my words and read them every day. Keep them close by, don't you let them fade away. All right, ladies and gents, back in the truck. Got everything that I needed from Walmart. We should be good to go. Everything that I picked up today, though, is not actually for supper tonight. It is for lunch tomorrow. So I'll go ahead and show you guys what I got, but I won't be cooking that tonight. I'll be cooking something else, which I'll explain when I get home. So another cut. So I'm halfway home, and I just realized Kayla's gonna kill me. I forgot to pick up the things that she told me to. So yeah. Okay, so let me show you what I got. I picked up this thing, and it is basically a boiler pan and a grill that goes in the oven. So basically, if I unpackage it here, give me just a second. So basically what you do is you're going to take, this pan is going to cover or catch all of your grease, and then this is where all of your food's gonna sit. And then it goes on top of here. All of this goes into the oven, food's on here, and will be cooked. And basically the bottom is going to act as a grease trap. That's going to come into play here fairly soon because I'm going to show you what I'm cooking. So we got chicken tenders and we got bacon. And basically this entire recipe is going to rely on those. It is chicken wrapped bacon or bacon wrapped chicken. Yeah, bacon wrapped chicken. Basically what we're gonna do, take chicken tenders, and spice them, make them super spicy, and then wrap them in bacon and bake it. That's pretty much what's going to go on. I got an entire bag of spices. So I got oregano, I got salt that is kosher apparently, whatever that means. We have paprika, and we got red pepper. And then I also have some onion pepper and some garlic powder, or not onion pepper, onion powder and garlic powder that we're also going to use. But this recipe is for tomorrow. Let me show you what we're going to be cooking tonight. All right, ladies and gents, so this is going to be me showing you one of the things that I eat on a keto diet, just as an example. Today we're going to be making a pork chops, which, I mean, it's really not too bad. It does use almond flour instead of normal flour, but overall, I have to say, I think that it tastes better than normal flour. And that's not even me lying. It has a little bit more flavor to it than normal flour does. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna take half of a cup of this because that's about how much we need for this recipe. Half a cup of it. As you can see, the almond flour is a little bit grittier than normal flour, and it just adds for a little bit more crunch whenever you're cooking with it. It's really not that bad though. Like, people hear almond flour like I did whenever I first heard of it, I think it's going to be nasty. It's really not. It's actually pretty good. So next thing I need is a teaspoon of garlic powder. All right, so 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, and then what you want to use is 2 teaspoons of Italian seasoning. Now, I use Italian herb seasoning from a grinder, so basically I just kind of eyeball this. There's no real, measurement that I do here, so I'm just gonna eyeball it and hopefully it's good by the time I'm done. All right, so I went ahead and I added what looks like to me about 2 teaspoons of Italian herb seasoning. Last thing that you want to do, just add a little bit of pepper and a little bit of salt. That's pretty much it. By the way, I'm saying this as if I'm doing like a cooking show, but really this is just what I go through every day. And I do have a general recipe that I'm following, but it's not something that's you can kind of mess around with it a little bit if you don't like this. Now, all you do is mix it up, and then you go and get your pork chops. I just use boneless pork chops, like the breakfast style pork chops that they have at Walmart, and that's what I use in order to cook this. Now, the way that we're going to cook this is we're going to sear it in like just a normal pan on the stove. You're going to sear both sides, each side for about 3 to 4 minutes, and cook it up with this breading on it. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a cut here, and I'll show you that. Okay, so I have the pork chops ready. I have them washed and everything. Then I have the butter out and I have the breading that we made earlier. So basically what I'm gonna do, I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of butter into the pan. Like I said, this is a keto diet, so butter is, whoops, drop the lid. Butter is completely fine to use because it is high in fat, which is exactly what you want if you are on a keto diet. You want most of your diet to be filled with fats and proteins. And basically the entire purpose of this diet is to make your body start burning fats and proteins instead of burning carbohydrates like most people in America do. You know, most of us, we eat 90% carbs because I guess that's what the food pyramid told us, which is a load of crap we know now, but that's basically what we all do. We all eat a bunch of rice, a bunch of noodles, stuff like that. Let me get this off of my hand, hold on. But anyway, yeah, you know, the food pyramid's not right. We know that now. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to get that butter started, and we're basically just going to take the pork chops and move them around here in this breading that we made. And then once the butter is hot and we have a layer of butter on the bottom, we're gonna take the pork chops, throw them in there. It's going to sear on one side, and we're going to cook one side on high heat and then another side on medium heat. And I'm gonna try and do about 4 of these guys at a time. And we have 8 total, so it should only take 2 batches. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm going to get that started. I'll show you guys as it's cooking, and then I'll also show you the finished product. So, bring you guys back in just a minute. All right, ladies and gents, and that's all there is to it. We got 4 of them in the pan, and basically what we're gonna do, we're gonna let them cook on this side for about 3 to 4 minutes, and it is, it's on pretty high. It's on, I guess on my thing it's on high, but anyway, I'm gonna let it cook here, then I'm going to flip it over, turn it down even lower, and then I'm gonna cook the other side and basically cook it all the way through until it is done. And then we're going to take this off, clean out the pan, and, or I say clean out the pan, basically get off all the crust off the bottom, and then do the next batch. So, super simple, and I will just show you guys whenever it is all done. All right, guys, so I just want to take a second and let you guys know where I originally found this recipe. I actually got it from, the author of this recipe is Olga at what'sinthepan.com, I guess, and this is her recipe inspired, but I modified it. Basically, I didn't make the herb sauce at all, and for the mixture of the breading, I basically just doubled it. But basically, I didn't use the sauce portion. I only used the breading for the pork chops because the sauce is kind of a pain in the butt to make. So anyway, that's what I used. Credit where credit is due. I'll bring you guys back in just a second. All right, so just a few minutes later, and here we go. We have our first batch of the pork chops. It looks just like normal pork chops, tastes probably better than normal pork chops. And, I mean, they're healthy. They're a whole lot healthier than anything else that I used to eat. I have the second batch going over here right now, and I have to say, guys, this is a super easy meal that's also pretty good for you, so... yeah, also I have some green beans going in the back here. Actually, I kind of need to turn these guys on or else they won't be ready for supper. Anyway, I got those guys, and that's kind of going to be my side dish for the most part. It's just me eating here tonight, so I don't really need a whole lot of sides and stuff. Anyway, I'll bring you guys back in just a minute. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. A ketogenic kind of a meal. I mean, normally a meal would have one other side, but... it's just me tonight, so I'm not too concerned about it. Green beans, some killer pork chops, and we're good to go. But hey, that is going to be it for me today, ladies and gentlemen. I just wanted to make this video. Some of you guys have always asked me to do like a cooking type thing on my old Twitch stream. And this isn't the Twitch stream, but it is a cooking style video, which is kind of interesting, and it's something that is going on in my life because I, once again, am trying to lose weight. 231 pounds and still trying to lose. Hopefully within the next month or so, I would love to get down to about 200, and that's why jiu-jitsu training is going to be coming into play, as well as this meal plan. If I can get down to 200, that would be ideal. My goal, like my supreme goal, is 180. I would love to get down to 180, but that, I feel like that's a little bit far-fetched. 200 is the real goal. The ideal goal, 180. Real goal, 200. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna enjoy my supper. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like on the video, as well as if you're new around here, be sure to subscribe. Anyway, guys, it's gonna be it for me today. I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you in the next one. All right, I'm about to try this because I haven't even taken a bite yet. I gotta see how it turned out. I mean, I've had it before, but did I expert it again tonight? Yep, same thing, pretty good.